try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Loco over here.
He's coming. Double up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Prescott. And able to find Allen Lazard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble. From what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Go right in. They can't hang with us. Sponge. No. Alert 3.
A first down carry by Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Elliott running right. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Maher was 6 of 7 from 50-plus as a 29-year-old rookie, including a Cowboy record 62-yarder, and he's able to knock this one through from distance as well.
Remember, 4 years in Canada, kicked in all kinds of conditions, gives a guy a lot of confidence coming to the NFL.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Slam. Check 52. Check.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, we got this. 44. That's it. 44.
From the 41, Prescott going to take a shot for, it's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Box it. Don't be scared.
This is Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rogers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They come out here in the I. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they? Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they? They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt. At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I like the play action there on second and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Check safety. Check safety.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch the eye. Check 26, check 26. 26.
This is Elliott. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Room to run inside the 40. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
We own now. Deuce. Check 3. Check. So we're going to 52.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Box it. Pick up the ball. Hey, watch that.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Grant, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Inside. Watch my board. Take me up. Here we go. 50, 46. Check. Watch. Hey, seam 6. Hey, watch that. Check.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
No. 319. 54. Watch the screen. Hey, check 26. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, box drop.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here's Rodgers, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 49 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hey, watch it, watch it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. No. Off.
Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.